My name is Bobby Wilson. I'm Sisseton, Wahpeton, Dakota, and I grew up in the Twin Cities here in Minnesota. My native heritage, as I understood it growing up, was that our reservation is in Sisseton, South Dakota, but we were from the Twin Cities where I grew up originally. So as an artist, I've always valued the visual piece of my heritage and being able to see it and grow up around people that practiced what you might consider traditional art. And seeing all of the bright and vibrant colors of how our people lived, how they dressed, what it is that they decorated and embellished and found important, and the history behind all of that. And where I stand in context of that history. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of research independently because my heritage, my culture informs the artwork that I produce. And whether it's like visual artwork, painting, or if it's my writing, my poetry, or if it's the comedy work that I produce, it all comes from. It's all informed from the way that I grew up, and I continue to learn and research and try to figure these things out. Like, I've reached out to a number of museums. I had a museum fellowship with the National Museum of American Indian Smithsonian a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. So I lived out there for like 2 weeks doing just 8 hours a day research. And in my off time, I was talking to people about Native art history, what it means, and visiting galleries and things of that nature. So, you know, Native cultures and language, they're incredibly important because they inform us of the way of life that people had in order for us to survive and to live the lives that we live right now. And keeping those things alive is particularly important because there's an old saying that those who are ignorant of the past are doomed to relive it in the future. And I think that saying is really, really true. And so by working with people who have kind of older knowledge, and you see it a lot, especially with culture, even popular culture, a lot of people refer back to all sorts of different Native communities, traditional teachings and wisdoms to be able to say, this is something that's good for individuals, for living. So.